Hi everyone and welcome to Astar's Place. It's nearly summer in New Zealand. For those of you who don't know where I am, I'm here in New Zealand and I'm in my garden studio, and I have got a huge list of people requesting information in regard to wedding bouquets. So the first one I'm going to look at today is from Elizabeth, and she's looking for a vintage bouquet using just a few peony. I hope I've got you covered, Elizabeth. Right, what I've done here is I've got this is the inner of a fabric container or fabric cardboard roll that I've just put a little bit of lace over. So it was just a little bit of vintage lace that I had, and what I've done is I've just stitched that to the outside, and I'm using a little bit of dental floss to just sew that up there so that it's nice and taut. So taking that into there and tying it off a little bit firmer. I always do the handles first to get rid of them, and there's lots and lots and lots of ways that you can do a handle, but this is what I prefer to use because it's really quick and easy. Right, cut that off there, and that's nice and firm and taut, and I've just tied off the edge down there or just sewn it over, and then that I'm just going to push into there. And before I do that, what I'll do is you could use Mod Podge, or you just use a little bit of glue and just push that around in the inside, but you don't want too much of it because this is where the flowers are actually going to be positioned. So push that down. Ouch, ouch. Oh, that was quite hot actually. Oh, asbestos fingers, and I felt it. Okay, so that's your handle done. And then to just further embellish that, what I think I'll use here is this little thing here, which used to be an old brooch that I don't wear anymore. So, it's not actually, it was a necklace, but I don't want this anymore. So I'm just going to cut those bits off, and we'll use this as a bit of embellishment at the end. China, sometimes they're good to they're good to work with, and sometimes they're not. Right, get rid of that. Okay, so that's all ready to go. Now I think I want to, because I've got these beautiful peonies here, what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of embellishing around the bottom there, just to make it look a little bit prettier, and take that to there, cut that off to there, make sure that that's nice and firm, and then do exactly the same around the top. Cutting that off. If I'd measured this before I started, we'd have been fine. However, I didn't. Okay, so there's my handle. So just a little bit of vintage lace, a little bit of self-sticking gems around there. And the reason I'm doing that is because when you look into these peony, which I'll do right now, bring these out. Aren't they just gorgeous? I absolutely love these. And I love how they start off really, really tight, and they almost like push themselves out, like it's all bursting out, and as it does that you get these lovely crinkly effects here. So the reason I'm using this little pink bit in here is because there are little pink bits into there. Now what I do is just cut those all off, bring those all into a little tight clump. In fact, we might just have a wee bit, yes, we will have 5 of those, and I'm looking at this to being really open and blousy when it opens out. So, and you don't need to use many flowers either, and you can create something that looks really fabulous without much. So just using a little bit of tape, pulling that along there like that to firmly just enclose those stems so that we've got the control, so that when they go inside, we've got a nice, easy insertion. So that to there, and then I'll just cut those bits off. And normally what I would do is I'd put a little bit of wet cotton wool around there and then tape the end of that so that that's completely sealed, and then that just gets pushed down into there like so, as far in as you can get it without breaking the stems, and just leave those little leaves. That could just about be pushed in a weeny bit further. But what will happen now is they will just all push and will open themselves up. Now, if I wanted to, I could put a little bow on there, which could go, I will actually put a bow there. I've got a wee pin here. So I've tied that into a bow, just put a little pin into that, push that into there like that. And if you wanted to, you could perhaps put a little pearl there, but I actually think that that's all that needs. Simple, easy bouquet, just using, what do I use? 5 peonies, little bit of lace, inexpensive bouquet that I think looks very lovely, shabby, chicish. Hope this has been of assistance to you, Elizabeth, and I will see you all another day. Thanks for watching.